There's some insane news in the gaming industry right now. Bungie is no longer just a partner of Sony. Now they are fully a part of Sony. No more independent. No more standalone studios. Sony owns them outright.
All upcoming content will be supervised by Sony.
And if this feels familiar, that's because we've been here before. Bungie's already went through this cycle. They escaped Activision to take control of their own future, only to make one bad decision after another. And now they've ended up right back under another massive corporation. The difference? This time, there's no pretending. Bungie isn't just a passenger seat. Now they're not even driving the car anymore. Before we continue with the video, I just wanted to say thank you for helping me hit 600 subscribers. I know it might not seem like a lot on YouTube, but it genuinely means a lot to me. And I hope you guys can continue supporting me through my journey to becoming one of the biggest YouTubers on the planet. So, back in 2019, the split from Activision was seen as a huge win for Destiny players. The community was hyped. Finally, no corporate overload dictating content schedules, monetization tactics, or expansion deadlines. Bungie was free and their own boss again. They even made a big statement about charting their own course, about putting players first. And for a brief moment, it felt like maybe, just maybe, we were going to get the Destiny that players have been dreaming about since Destiny 1 launched. But instead of delivering on that promise, Bungie doubled down on the same problems we used to blame Activision for. Overpriced DLCs, expansions split into multiple paid seasons, constant time gating of content, and worst of all, removing content that people paid for in the first place. Remember sunsetting? Bungie literally deleted weapons and armor and content that people had spent hundreds of hours grinding on, and then months later they reintroduced them and tried to pass them off as new loot. That's not innovation, man, that's recycling. Then came the Eververse store creep, more and more cosmetics locked behind premium purchases, fewer in-game rewards for just playing, that feeling that the game was slowly shifting away from a rewarding time investment more towards rewarding your credit card. They started partnering up with other universes to sell Eververse cosmetics, so it kinda made it pointless to even grind for cool looking armor. The independence Bungie promised us turned out to be independence for their business decisions, not for player creativity or game health. And with every controversial choice, more of the goodwill from that Activision breakup just evaporated. Fast forward to now, Sony has fully absorbed Bungie. When the acquisition was first announced, Bungie made it sound like a partnership. They said they'd still operate independently, make their own creative choices, and control Destiny's future. But now that that's over, Bungie isn't a partner. They're a Sony division. Sony calls the shots. Sony owns the IP, and Bungie's independence is officially gone. I hate to say it, y'all, I really wanted to see Bungie's independence thrive, but it seems every time Bungie was under another company, whether it was Microsoft or Activision, is when they were at their best. It seems like Bungie can only perform when they're under pressure. And some fans are hoping that Sony might use this as a chance to step in and fix things. And maybe there's a small chance that happens, but Sony didn't buy Bungie for charity. They bought them because Destiny makes money. And because Bungie has expertise in live service models, Sony is hoping that other game companies can learn from them. Which means the focus will still be on keeping the revenue flowing and not necessarily fixing the community's complaints. But here's the thing, the real problem has never been Activision, it's never been Sony or any other outside company. It's Bungie's leadership. I still can't believe this has been going on for so long and no media outlets have been speaking out about this. Until recently, multiple ex-founders of Bungie and original developers have spoken out about a toxic, money-first culture at the top of Bungie. A culture where quarterly revenue goals outweighing the player's experience, and leadership is more concerned about hitting profit targets than actually delivering memorable, lasting, great content. And last year's layoffs proved it. Bungie let go of a significant portion of its staff. Talented developers, community managers, and artists have been around since day one, all under the banner of cost cutting. And yet during that same period, reports came out that the Bungie CEO Pete Parsons allegedly spent $3 million of Bungie's money on his personal luxury car collection. Imagine being told you've lost your job because the company needs to save money, then watching your boss roll out in a brand new Ferrari. This is corruption at its finest. And if people don't speak out against the CEO, I promise you nothing will change with Destiny. It's about time the community throws an uprising and puts this guy out of commission. This isn't the Bungie that gave us Halo. This isn't the Bungie that created the early magic of Destiny. This isn't the Bungie that created the dream world we were looking forward to. That studio was built by passionate developers who cared deeply about the player's experience. Many of those original visionaries are now gone, replaced by executives who see Destiny as a product to monetize, not this great universe of infinite possibilities to expand on and perfect. The saddest part is the players can feel it. It genuinely makes me kinda sad seeing so many people comment on my channel talking about leaving Destiny and they're done with Bungie. And I understand where they're coming from, but man, I hate to see it happen this way. I really wanted to see Destiny thrive. It's gotten to the point where Bungie's entire media is just a negative place because the community is so frustrated. You could just see it in the drop-off between major expansions and the way excitement has been replaced by skepticism every time Bungie announces something new. People just can't trust Bungie anymore, and I don't blame them. There's no denying that when Bungie is on their game, they release the best content in all of gaming. But it's just there's been so much more times they've let us down than they've actually dropped good content. So where does this leave us? Bungie is now fully under Sony's control. Maybe Sony steps in, cleans house at the top and tries to rebuild the trust that's been lost. Or maybe this is just the final nail in the coffin for Bungie we used to know. I want to hear from you. Do you guys think Bungie's fate is sealed, or can they still turn this around? Because right now, from the looks of it, the Bungie that built a reputation on passion and creativity is gone. I don't know myself if I should give up hope and just move on. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Like and subscribe for more. Let's hope Sony is the ghost that can revive Bungie.